Welcome to Games from Folktales, a podcast that mixes historical research and tabletop role-playing settings. You've struck us in a week where I'm using up all of the spare things that are in my notebooks, hoping that by sending them out into the community, they come back distorted, weird, strange. This is a brief article which was released in Adventure magazine back in the 1920s. The recording is by Dale Grothman through LibriVox. He's getting quite a run on the blog this year. Thanks to him and to his production team.
Vanished Castles by F.R. Buckley from Adventure Magazine, June 20th, 1925. Read by Dale Grothman. Vanished Castles by F.R. Buckley. As a general rule, oppression in the Middle Ages was strictly a one-way affair. The lords oppressed the people, and that was all there was about it. But there were exceptions to this general rule. For example, the feudal law seems to run rather sluggishly in the neighborhood of Liege. In the 15th century, at the time when feudalism was at the apogee preceding its decline, this manufacturing city, under its ruling bishop, had an extremely short way of dealing with intrusive nobles. The city is surrounded by heights which, commanding it, offer most eligible sites for feudal castles, since one of the feudal jests with the commonalty was the stopping of provisions until a ransom should be paid. But according to Michelet, some morning the mountain would hear no sounds from the city, and would see neither fire nor smoke. The people had struck work. Presently, about 20,000 to 30,000 workmen would defile through the gates, march on the site of such a castle, dismantle and lay it level with the ground. They would indemnify the baron with lands in the plain, where, to interpolate a remark, he could not watch them, and a good house in Liege, where they could keep an eye upon him. The archives of the city, quoted by the same historian, relates that one of the barons in question, Sir Radius, returned from a journey he had taken in the company of the Bishop of Liege, to find the spot on which his castle had stood entirely bare. "By my fay, Sir Bishop," his astonished voice comes to us down the ages, "I know not whether I am dreaming or awake, but I was accustomed to seeing my house, Sylvester, here, and now I do not perceive it." "Be not angry, my good Radius," replied the bishop gently. "You shall not be the loser by it." One only imagines the gentle churchman looking slightly embarrassed. "But," he adds diffidently, "I have had a monastery built out of the stones of your castle."
Your saga may vary.